Right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes, yes, yes. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting and Tips from Elaine's Desk. So here we are with our first slide for the week. This is going to be very interesting, something everybody wants to know, and it's all about creative ways to boost your business credit. Now, this is so exciting, and I'm happy to be talking about this because I know a lot of folks out there. One, as soon as you started your business, you have been told that you can start a business, get business credit. You guys can do a whole lot of stuff immediately. So I wanted to just really express that it's not as easy as it sounds. You don't just start a business and all of a sudden you have all these business credit. Like everything else, you've got to build business credit just like you have to build personal credit. Okay. So the thing about it is, once you start your business, you need to make sure that you have a great business structure in place. You got your federal identification number, just like your own social security number for the business, and everything need to be set up properly and a business bank account. So let's just start there before we even talk about getting into credit. Because if your business is not set up right, guys, you won't be able to build any type of credit, no matter what it is. Hi, Joan. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for jumping in. Hit like and share on this video. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to get into some business credit and just a few points on building your business credit, which a lot of people needs to know. Okay. So let's talk about the first point today. And this one is something that's not very, very common, but a lot of people have used it and it really worked. And it's called subscription-based business model credit, where you can pay certain bills like utilities, like your telecommunication bills, to certain companies, and these companies will then report that to the credit bureau agencies. Now, business credit bureaus are very similar to your personal. All this stuff is very similar to the personal, except for the business. They have a score just the same way you do, and it is reported based on how well you pay your bill the same way. Okay. Now, for the subscription base, where you pay your utility bills, you pay your telecommunication bills, they have certain other types of bills that you pay to these companies. So they report to these bureaus, such as Dun & Bradstreet. You guys have heard of Dun & Bradstreet, that they really keep track of business credit. Experian and Equifax also have a business arm that they keep track of business credit as well. And then another company called Credit Safe. So these companies keep track of your business credit. So how you pay your bills is how they're going to report it to these companies. And this is how you build your business credit the same way. So there are so many different ways you can build a business credit. I wanted to talk about these points right here because it helps it even more so. And a lot of it also have to do with you as the owner, as the individual. Now, I wanted to also express to a lot of people, your business credit, again, just doesn't happen. If your credit is not good, in order for you to build a business credit, you need to have a strong credit score as well. It just doesn't happen overnight, especially on new businesses. Who is going to trust to give you credit if, in fact, you have no track record, right? So don't just start a business and think that you're just going to get business credit just because you have a business and you created this wonderful corporation and now you have an EIN and now everybody's going to give you credit. It doesn't quite work that way, okay? So the first point, start off with things like the subscription base. You got to be paying your utility bills and your telecommunication bills anyway. So if there are companies that you can pay this to and they can report your payment history, that is absolutely perfect and a very simple way to get your credit started. Okay, so that's my first point today. Thanks for jumping in here, Rod. Hey, bro, how are you? Leona Smith, thank you for the hearts, girl. Thanks for the love. Hey, Laverne, how are you doing today? Good. Thank you guys for jumping on here. Hit like and share on this video. 3 creative ways to boost your business credit is what we're talking about, and why this is so important, because everyone thinks that you start a business and boom, bingo, you have credit immediately. Not quite. So let's get into the second point today. And this one is super important. Strategic vendor relationships. Once you start a business, you have vendors who are people that you do business with, people who you get your supplies from. You want to make sure that you build a great relationship with these people. You want to make sure that you pay them on time, right? And there are some cases where you can get a 60-day payment term, like say you don't have to pay them for 60 days. But also, if you're trying to build your credit pretty fast, you want to do more like the 30-day payment term. The quicker the turnaround, the quicker they can get to report. So you want to do maybe like the net 30 as opposed to the net 60. The net 60 works well when you are working on a cash flow situation. However, it takes a little bit longer, of course, for you to make that payment and for them to report it, right? So if you can pay in net 30, which is perfect, you pay that bill in 30 days, you build a great relationship, you'll pay your bill on time. And however, you need to make sure that these are vendors who reports to the Bureau. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but not every vendor reports your payment history to the credit bureau. Not everyone. And I know I've gotten clients that says, well, I have gotten this and I paid for it and I paid off this and I paid that off, and I still doesn't have any credit lines. Well, every vendor in business do not report to the credit bureau. So if you want to start your credit history, you want to make sure that at least you're doing business with some vendors who report to the credit bureau. Okay. Now, everything you need in your business is not going to come from these vendors, of course. So you're going to have to just do some of both, right? Now, there are a lot of vendors who report to the credit bureaus, things that you need, office supplies, people like Quill, people like Staples, Home Depot have a business credit card, stuff like that. If you need it, you just go ahead and get it through those sources as opposed to any other sources. So at least you could get some stuff reported on your credit history. Now, you can, again, get these things from anywhere else. You can get them offline. However, because you're trying to build credit history, yes, go out and then, get you a credit card with Home Depot or get some supplies, get you a Staples account, you know what I mean? Get you Quill account, they deliver supplies, all this sort of stuff. Deal with the vendors that report, and then you can also do business with the other vendors who may or may not be reporting, okay? We are trying to make sure that we build our business credit, and we have to have vendors that's going to report your payment history to these bureaus, because that's the only way they're going to know how well you manage your money and how well you paid your bill. Similar to a personal credit. This is how you build your credit score, okay? So that's the second point. Guys, hit like and share on this video. Make some notes on this, because a lot of us are thinking, and everybody out there, form an LLC, form a corporation, build a business credit, or they'll tell you go get a fleet of cars and do all this wonderful stuff. People don't just give you credit because you just started a business, okay? So you have to build the business credit, just like your own personal credit. Now, on the third point today, this one right here works very well, especially to a lot of folks who, again, maybe individually your credit is not as strong. So it's not as easy for you to build your business credit because your credit is not as strong. So on my third point today, you guys can have a collaborative business credit. So you can collaborate with someone, do a joint venture, get together, and now you become co-borrowers with another partner, right? You can get a line of credit. You can borrow, get joint credit from a bank or a loan or what have you. Both of you guys are joint on it. It's not a co-sign situation. Two different things. So you jointly get the credit, apply for the credit. It's running both the companies and both the individuals. You're both liable for the debt. You both have to pay it back, but it helps you if, in fact, you can't do it by yourself. You're not strong enough alone. So then you collaborate. You do a joint venture, and then together you can get that credit and build your business credit score, as well as the other business credit score is getting built, but you're doing it in a collaborative effort. Okay, so look into that too. It's not the same as co-signing, because that makes it two different things. If someone just co-signed, they're not responsible. They're not really using the strength of two people's credit. Just because if one is not paying, the other one is responsible. In this case, when you're doing a joint venture, you do the collaboration, you're both on the account, you're both responsible. So it builds both credit at the same time. Okay, so this is really cool, especially if you can't do it alone. And so this is just another strategic way to do it. Again, if alone your personal credit is very strong, you can go ahead and apply for business credit. Be there to your credit is strong enough so that they can use you as the person that is responsible and therefore they will give you that business credit based on the strength of your credit being just as strong. Okay, so guys, just trying to make that clear. 3 creative ways to boost your business credit, build it, and make sure that you are able to get that score up the same way you do on the personal side, right? Same idea from the business credit to the personal credit. Okay, so let me go back over this. Very important. I have so many people just being totally misled. Open a business, start credit, go and buy whatever you want, and they'll give you credit. That's not quite how it works. Hi, Connie. Thanks for jumping in. Brenda, hey, thanks for sharing. You guys hit like and share on this video. Thanks for jumping in here. Let me go back and recap this. 3 creative ways to boost your business credit. A lot of us, again, first of all, make sure the business is set up properly. You have a corporation, LLC, whatever it is, make sure the business is set properly. You have a federal ID number and you have a business bank account. Okay. Now you want to make sure that you separate your business bank account from your personal bank account. For starters, this also would give you some credibility with the people that are going to give you credit. Having a business bank account, very important. Okay. So the first point is the subscription-based type credit, which is not a very common model. It's there. Most people don't pay attention to it. We got to pay our utilities. We got to pay telecommunication bills. These are companies that can report these payments, utility bills. Notice we don't see that on the credit score, even on the personal side. But there are companies that have a subscription type payment plan that you can do that with. And then, of course, they'll make sure that that payment is all reported to the bureaus. And for the business guys, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax has a business model for their credit reporting. And then there's another company called Credit Safe. These are the companies that get your history of how your business pay its bills. Okay, get it all reported to them. Second point is the strategic vendor relationship, where you want to make sure that you have a relationship with your vendors. You can do a 30-day net 30, where you pay your bills off in 30 days. However, that is really a quicker way to do it. Again, what I was going to say is there's a 60-day payment plan that you could do with vendors, and you can still be on time, which is perfect. That would just take a longer time to recycle for that credit report to be sent in. So if you do a 30-day, pay the bills on time, very important, just like on your personal side, this is the business. And so your relationship with these vendors are great. They will report to the credit bureaus for the business. And so that will build your credit score in your business. Now, again, just to make it clear, every vendor does not report. And I know we all say, well, I've got so much stuff. I have all these different bills. I've paid off this and I've paid that off. However, you know, you bought office furniture someplace where they don't report, that will not be on the credit score. So find vendors that report to the credit bureaus and do business with them. You know, office supplies, the Home Depot credit card, get those things and use them, because that will be reported on your credit, your business credit score. Okay, so everyone doesn't report. I need to make that clear as far as the business is concerned. So go ahead and make sure that you do business with vendors that do report. Hey, Sunshine, thanks for jumping in here. Oh, all right, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hey, Karen, good afternoon. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. She says, good afternoon, Miss Elaine and everyone. All right, so in the third point, guys, hit like and share on this video. Business credit, everybody wants to know about it. Hit like and share on this video. Collaborative business credit is great. If you're not strong enough on your own, your personal credit is not strong, you can do a joint venture with a partner, and therefore 2 people are responsible for that credit. You're not, you know, co-signing. You're both applying. They're both being looked at as responsible party. The debt belongs to both of you. And so your credit will be reported as such, and their credit will be reported as such. And that will help build your business credit. So at least you got help with someone else, help with a joint venture, help with another partner to get a loan, line of credit, or something of that nature. And payment, of course, has to be done on time, of course, so that you can build that business credit score. Okay, so those are my 3 points today. Again, there's other ways that you can build your business credit by getting other types of credit card in the name of the business. Again, you're going to have to personally guarantee this as an individual until your business is in business long enough to stand on its own 2 feet, have enough of a credit score. Now you can go someplace and you can walk in and you can purchase an automobile, or you can do various things with just the business alone. But until then, you have to guarantee all this stuff, or you can start small and get certain things to build a business credit. It is not, once again, I will repeat before I leave the subject alone, it is not you form a business and you immediately get credit. And a lot of people have been misled with this. And I have clients come to me all the time and thinking this is how it works. And they just completely misunderstood the whole conversation or been told the wrong thing. You don't start a business and somebody give you credit because you don't have any history of paying me anything. So nobody's just going to base it on your business. All right. That's it. Hi, Anya. Thanks for jumping on here. Thanks for jumping on here, guys. Hit like and share on this video. I want to remind everyone again to go to Elaine's desk. Again, we got to get this workshop up. We're putting all this stuff together. So I want you guys to remember to go to elainesdesk.com. It's going to be a lot of stuff there that's going to teach you. As a matter of fact, we talked about how everyone can start a business, but not everyone can stay in business. So we're going to give you all the little tricks of the trade of how you can stay in business and be very successful at it. Okay. So once again, this is a reminder. PROBY'S will be in business 40 years this year. So we got a lot that we can express and tell you guys and show you guys a lot of different ways how you can get that business up, running successfully, and how you stay in business. And we're going to talk about some of those points. Okay. So in that workshop, look for it at elainesdesk.com. So if you guys need any further clarification, any explanation about anything, go to PROBY'S and book yourself a 15-minute free consultation with me. I'll be happy to talk to you and or call the office at 323-290-9034. And again, I can't not say this. This is tax time. So you guys, those of you who have those businesses, make sure you get all your accounting in order, get all your paperwork, get all of your expenses, because we like to write off expenses because we don't want to pay any more taxes than you have to. Get all of your paperwork and all of your expenses if you're running a business. Get everything in order. You can go to our website, upload everything in the comfort of your own home. You don't even have to come to the office, and we get it all done automatically for you no matter where you are. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Be back on Thursday. And what are we talking about on Thursday? On Thursday, guys, make sure that you come back. This is going to be very exciting. We're going to talk about credits. Now, this is going to be super important because a lot of people are looking for huge refunds. Credits have changed. We want to talk about those credits, child tax credit, earned income credit. We're going to talk about all those credits, who's qualified for those credits. It's not like, and then I always say this, everybody's taxes is not the same. So if your friend or relative got a big credit and you didn't get it, it's not the same. So we'll talk about those credits, who's eligible and what they are and how you get them. Okay. So I think that's it. With that said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. And with that said, I want you guys to take care of each other and take care of yourself. See you later. Bye-bye.